Yo, what's good, people? Welcome back to the
Sadly Relatable podcast.
We're back, baby!
Yay, yay!
Ooh, we're back, baby! I'm gassed to be back, and
Welcome back, guys. Hello.
I feel like the hero of the last episode because everyone was saying I was funny.
Wow.
I brought us back to life.
High five. I'm the funny one. Not
I
anymore. Not anymore.
I think this is the first time I can win that argument.
Oh my
No,
gosh.
listen, you are funny, I'll be honest.
But
You are funny.
yeah, but not. You know what it is? I've matured a bit, so the jokes I now make in private.
Yeah.
And I try not to make them in public.
But can't you, like, do something new?
No, I feel like it's very much inappropriate. Oh my God, did she really just say that?
Yeah.
Sort of jokes rather
But
than,
you are funny. Like, you make me laugh. I can't lie.
Do I?
Yeah, you do make me laugh.
Good. Yeah, no, I feel like you've won it. It's okay.
Yeah.
Life won.
I take it. No, but your funniness is this, because we were talking about this the other day. Your joke, you'll just say a word or say one thing and not even like react to it, and then like it's funny and we have to like move on.
Oh yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
And yeah, someone was saying that my jokes, the ones that I don't laugh at, are the funniest.
Yeah, like you just say it and then like move on, and then it will be funny. Yeah.
I feel like you've shown your personality in this podcast.
That's what
I feel like you've flourished, and I've like withered away.
No, look, you're here, you're wearing a headscarf. That's all we want. Just be quiet, wear a headscarf, maybe get in the kitchen, make a sandwich or something.
Wow,
No,
astaghfirullah. Did you hear that joke where it's like, why do women have smaller feet?
So they can stand closer to the sea.
That's so messed up. That is actually...
Yeah, just laugh.
He's laughing at it. No, it's not that messed up. It's a funny joke.
I was like, yeah.
I feel like dark humor is me.
I still laugh. I'm not lying to you. I know like times have changed, but I will still find it so funny when I see something like that. I can't lie.
Sometimes I'll see, there's certain people that go on live, right? And they have the most inappropriate lives. And there's like a certain guy, I'm not going to say his name, but he's so inappropriate and rude.
You told me about him the other day.
Yeah, and rude. And he says the most tapped things.
I don't really like him.
Okay, but here's the thing, right? I said to myself, minus the offensiveness, because he is a bit offensive sometimes. If I wasn't a Muslim, I would definitely go on live.
I was about to say I would become a man.
No.
Well, coming out right now.
I would definitely go on live and make like very inappropriate jokes.
Thanks.
And you lot would really laugh.
Great to hear. Guys, on that note, it's Eid tomorrow. Woo woo! We just found out. I'm kind of sad because Ramadan has gone so fast, and it also means no Tarawih tonight. So
I'm not gonna lie, it's very scary because like some of the signs, one of the signs of the end of times is that time will go past very quickly. And do you remember when Ramadan used to feel like long? It feels like, oh my God, it's been so
literally
long.
You feel like you've been there for longer than a month.
Yeah.
It's like now it feels like it's been 2 weeks.
Yeah, for me, I'm not gonna lie, it feels like it started like 4 days ago.
But do you know what? It also maybe it's different because I'm more busy this Ramadan. I'm not all the Ramadans that used to pass.
Oh, you just be chilling at home.
Chill at home. Maybe stay up until mad late, sleep up and down.
Maybe that is true. Actually.
But now I'm like, okay, I'm doing this. I'm working. And even like the podcast. Like I have the podcast. It's only 4 episodes and then Ramadan's done.
Yeah.
To me, the time in between when we film the next podcast goes so quick.
Yeah, that is true.
So now that I have that like thing in my routine, it made me feel like everything went very quick.
Yeah, maybe that is a reason why things are going quicker because we're so busy every day. Whereas back then, I'm not gonna lie, I would be sitting in bed watching like Love Light stuff and watching like EastEnders and obviously Islamic lectures and stuff like that.
Yeah, both on at the same time.
No, I would. And then just sitting in bed, get up, maybe help with cooking, like just go and pray. Like that was life back then.
Whenever you bring up EastEnders, I just think of the story you told about the name and Bianca and stuff like that.
I feel bad because I know we have some followers with the name Bianca, and I hope you guys do not get offended.
Yeah, if you guys watch the last episode, you'll understand that story.
It was just from like literally 6 years ago. Like would never watch what I said. I don't even know why I said it.
Every joke. That wasn't even a joke. That was just your actual opinion.
No, but which is bad. But the thing is, though, that's why you have to be so careful what you say in life. And we were speaking about this as well.
I think it happened to me once. I don't even want to bring up the topic, but I remember like we were sitting in the kitchen and you brought up a certain topic and I started like cussing it out in front of your friends. And then like you gave me this look. Like there's someone in this room that's going through exactly what you're cussing out right now. Yeah. And I was like, I tried to check. I noticed it and tried to check, but I was like, but yeah, I do think this is bad. But when you actually think about it like this.
Yeah, you have to be really careful. I'm not going to lie. And especially with, we were saying about how some people use racial slurs when they're with their friends. Like some people will sing racial slurs.
You get comfortable like that.
And yeah, they just get comfortable. And that's just what, it's wrong, but it's what people do in their friendship groups. But yeah, some people just in their friendship groups do it.
Yeah.
And
I think people have to start holding people accountable for things.
Yeah, that is true. I'm not gonna lie.
That doesn't have to ruin a friendship, but you have to like educate each other. Like, yo, let's try.
Yeah.
Slow down with that.
Like that's offensive, or you can't say that,
Yeah.
or that. Yeah, that's
Which
true.
I feel like a lot of my friends now are quite like that as well.
Yeah, it's good. I've noticed that as well. Like we were saying that it's a snowflake generation, right? I think the only thing that is not snowflakey is when you're speaking about things to do with race.
Yeah.
So it's okay to be like, yo, that might have been okay, like 5 years ago, but now that's not okay.
Yeah.
But
one thing I do like, although I do say like everyone's too much now, it's kind of leveled out in the sense of the people that were extreme have like come to like a normal, like educate themselves and like gotten better. If that makes sense, which I think we all do need that growth.
Yeah, like I was thinking about how Little Britain was an actual thing. Like
I saw clips the other day and I was thinking, how
did they do that? How did they get away with it? They would insult every race. They would insult like literally anything that offensive they would do.
Yeah.
And Family Guy, do they still do it?
Yeah, I think so.
That I just don't understand.
But I kind of like, it makes it fair when they're doing everyone. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like
yeah.
If you were to come and just attack one race, but if you've come and you've done everyone,
yeah, like
someone's like comedians and they come and they just cuss every type of race out. You're like, do you know what? Yeah, go on then.
Have you ever been with Family Guy? Yeah, Family Guy I still watch it here and there, but sometimes I am like, what the hell? And I was watching Mean Girls, and guys, if you know, there's this one bit in Mean Girls where they used a racial slur, and I was like, how the hell did they even think that was okay?
I watched the start of Scary Movie. Remember Scary Movie? They used to do like parody of like scary movies.
Yeah, I know.
And like
when she's on
the piano, and I was like,
my jaw.
I was like laughing, but in shock. I was like, how did they just do this?
Yeah, how was that okay?
Yeah,
like there must have been one person to be offended.
Yeah, but back
like,
then, I don't know.
Or be like, that's not okay.
They found that funny.
I don't know. But what were you saying? You were just saying something else. What were you saying just before this?
I can't even remember.
No, in between, sorry.
I can't remember.
You mentioned something.
About me and your friend. When I said something and then I realised someone in the room had been going through
that it was offensive, yeah. So I think growing up, I have learnt to not speak on, like, I don't really have strong opinions, right? And especially my opinions change quite a bit. Like if I was to sit here and be like, no, I hate this. And then you were to be like, yeah, but think about this. I'd be like, oh yeah, you're right. And then
I'm kind of like that as well.
Yeah.
Like I can say something and then you'll make me realise something that I haven't been thinking about in that way. And I'm very quick to be like, oh, do you know what? I understand that.
Yeah. And then your opinion changes.
Yeah.
But I feel like it's good to be like that because you can be educated.
You're more understanding. If you're so firm on one thing, then
stubborn.
you're not open-minded to take and learn and stuff
exactly.
like that.
Exactly. And I was going to say, I was watching, so I don't know if you keep up with like celebrity news.
Sometimes.
Like when I'm getting ready, I'll sometimes put on like T-Spill, which is basically a YouTube channel that covers like all influencers, all celebrity stuff. And basically recently, Kanye West, maybe like, I think it was a year ago, had like a social media battle with North, well, not with North, sorry, that's his daughter, with Kim Kardashian.
Yeah.
And it was over his daughter North having TikTok and using it. And he wasn't comfortable with her using it. And I'm not going to lie, it is a bit sad, right? Because he'll come online and he'll like just out Kim and her family and expose them. And he wrote a song about her. And I think in his song, he said something like, stop taking credit for the children, like the nannies watch them and stuff like that, which obviously isn't nice. He'll come on, he'll show text messages, but North has a TikTok account. I don't know if you know this.
I do.
With Kim.
Yeah, and I'm not lying to you. That TikTok account is so jokes.
Yeah.
I know it sounds, and they don't have the comments on it,
Yeah.
which is kind of smart. But at the same time, I then found a page that reposts
Post
all
it
their
and
stuff so
leaves
people
that
can
as
have a
comments.
comment section.
Yeah, I've clocked that. So basically it's Kim and North, but it's basically North, and apparently Kim just monitors it. Because you know, like when you're younger, you're not allowed TikTok. But he wasn't happy with that. And then there was a video going around, like he literally said, I don't want my kid on TikTok, which is fair enough. I don't know how old she is, like 11 or 13. And it's sad that she kind of carried on anyway.
Yeah.
But recently she posted a TikTok maybe like a month ago with, I forgot her name.
Ice Spice, yeah. I'm probably more tuned into all of this than you.
AYOUB
Because I know it, and she was dressed up as her, and I was in shock.
And she was like dancing to inappropriate lyrics, like inappropriate. And I think she was wearing a belly top and like
the white outfit. I saw it. I was like, what the hell?
Yeah, and then I think Kanye then went off, and he was like, "Why is my daughter on social media?" And I was gonna say, it's such a difficult situation, right? Because imagine you saying something about your daughter, and then the mum, because Kim responded, I think she responded and was like, I'm the sole provider and caretaker of my daughter, so I make the decisions. But it's so sad to see that he doesn't have a say, and she's going to continue to make it. And like, do you think that when he sees her, he says to her like, you can't post TikToks, and she's still like, no, and then go home? Because
that's like what the fun is, and her family do it, and like all her cousins and all these brothers and sisters and all this stuff, like friends that are on TikTok.
It is sad. A lot of people had the argument that he's posted online about Kim.
He's posting worse stuff, mate.
Yeah, that's what people were saying. And also they were saying, what were they saying?
Do you not think it's kind of crazy that like she has such a different life experience to everyone else?
Imagine just being Kim Kardashian's daughter and just
I wouldn't want to be, I'll be honest.
Yeah, but I'm saying...
But the fact that she just goes onto her TikTok account that has millions of people seeing her instantly.
Yeah, I don't think she realises... Like, when she sees those numbers, I don't think she realises the magnitude of it. Yeah. Like, I feel like she just... 6 million.
Because when you think of, like, Kylie and Kendall, they were famous, but, like, I feel like it wasn't to this magnitude, where, like, when they weren't at that age this big. So she's already as big as them.
Because they were coming up.
From a young age.
Yeah, they were coming up. Like, they were there for the come up as children, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
But a lot of people are saying, and I'm not going to lie, I slightly agree, right? A lot of people saying that it's like the end of the Kardashians. So, because a lot of people have speculated that they have like surgeries allegedly, and they're not open and honest about them, and then they do this and they do that, and then they'll sit and be like, oh, so here's my workout routine, but then you've had surgeries, which then in turn makes people feel bad, and girls are like, well, I'm eating the same thing as you and I'm doing the same workout, why don't I look like that? And people are saying that it's the end of the Kardashians, which for me, I'm not gonna lie, I still find them interesting. Like, I will still watch like clips and stuff like this, but I think that it's end of influencing altogether. I'm going to be honest with you. Like, beauty influencing.
I kind of feel the same about general influencing, because I'm kind of sitting around and I'm looking at like TikTok and like how people are just gaining numbers and doing all these things. It's become so desaturated.
Yeah.
Where so many people are just gaining followers, and so many people are doing this stuff.
Yeah.
That we're all just going to be on like an even playing field. Then it's like, who's
what? I genuinely think it's the end of influencing.
But I don't think that. I think what's going to happen is it's going to get more extreme, and then, for example, people were saying now with content, it's slowly making a turn back to how it was, because it's become so like quick, fast paced, short stuff,
like cute videos and aesthetic.
And like just even like short term, like it's short form content. People haven't got their attention span, but there's a certain wave shift going back towards long form, because you become sick of it, and now it's like every other person's doing this, and every other person's, and you see a video on your TikTok page, and then a million other people have done the same thing.
Yeah,
it's slowly gonna push back to that long form,
like YouTube days.
YouTube, who can create good content at a high level production and
keep
stuff like that.
Keep people engaged in story times and stuff like that.
I'll be honest, even with me, like I've been doing my Project 50s, which are like more creative vlogging style of like my day, and although they haven't been doing amazing in numbers, I've seen the impact that it's had in the sense of this is my number one thing I've done on TikTok that so many people have commented in person that I don't know will come up to me, I love your Project 50s, or they'll DM me and this, and it's made more of an impact with less numbers than anything else.
They're getting better and better. Like, sometimes I watch your Project 50s, I'm like, how is this not like on millions of views? Allahumma barik.
Thank you.
And may Allah allow millions of people to see your hard work and your effort. Ameen. Say ameen.
Ameen. Do you know, that's one thing I always make dua for, is because sometimes you can feel superficial asking for like stuff like that. You know what I mean? Like when I make dua, I do ask for my afterlife and stuff like that. But sometimes I make dua for like the success that I want and the things I want to achieve. And you can feel a bit superficial. But then I always make sure, because my goal is, inshallah, when I make it, I ask Allah to make it good for me and my afterlife, and it's something that I can use to give back, to do charity,
inspire
and
people,
to spread dawah in the sense of through my actions, being a good Muslim, and almost like what I feel like we do with the podcast.
You want khair to come from it. Like, that's one thing I say as well, is I don't want to like reach a certain level and then just benefit makeup videos. Like, I like making people feel better. I'm very open about mental health. I'm very open about normalizing not showering every day. No, I'm joking.
Oh my God.
We spoke
Not
about
this
it on the podcast. I mean, on live yesterday. I'm very open about just normalizing things that people usually wouldn't.
Yeah.
And I feel like in turn, I get a lot of messages like, thank you, this made me feel normal.
Yeah, definitely. And I think that's something important when you're asking for certain things, because sometimes Allah won't give you something to save you.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? But if I'm asking Allah to make it good for me,
Yeah, exactly.
then inshallah it will come. But yeah, back to what we were saying, I do feel like we're moving in a way where the high quality videos are going to come back in a sense and take over. Because even I was speaking to our management and they were saying the same kind of thing. Like, people are getting tired of just the low budget.
I think we
TikTok
need a new
TikTok
app.
this.
I'm not going to lie. I think it's time for a new app.
I think YouTube's going to come back into play big. But the only thing that they messed up on is they did shorts, and it's the same thing now. People have gained millions of followers, and it's from their shorts, and they can't even translate that to their not long form videos.
Yeah, I'm not going to lie. I've noticed it, and it's like things are
That's why part of me doesn't... Sorry, I'm cutting you off.
No, it's okay.
There's part of me doesn't want to post shorts onto YouTube because I don't want to gain an audience for the short
2 million
form
subscribers, but then you get 100 views on your...
So I would rather literally post long form content and hope that blows up itself so that people come back for that.
Yeah, that makes sense. I feel like we need a new app. I think we do. I'm not going to lie.
Should we make one?
Guys, leave some suggestions down below of what you want, and then let's make an app.
My God, yeah, just give us all your $1 billion ideas and we'll take it.
No, but do you not think there needs to be a new app, and one that isn't just trying to make money? But I guess they all start like that, and then they get to the point where they're like, okay, pay to post your videos
I don't think we need a new app. I think we've got everything we need. I think if Instagram stayed how it was...
Instagram, man, please.
Yeah, if Instagram and YouTube just stayed in their lanes, and TikTok did what it did.
And then didn't add photos and this and that and stories.
That's it. We'd be perfect. We have all the apps that we need, and they'd all be thriving like they were at one point.
Exactly.
But right now, they're all trying to beat each other and do everything. That it's just become like, what?
I just feel like social media is... I feel like it can be so bad, but so good at the same time.
Yeah.
Like, I have a friend who recently, and she does YouTube and stuff, and she recently just deleted her TikTok. She was like, I just was spending too much time on it. I thought it was a bit toxic. And she just deleted it, and she hasn't had it for I think 2 months or 3 months. And I feel like, for me, I went on a social media break for about 3 months. It felt like 2 weeks, but it was very much needed. Yeah. And I think sometimes it's good to just delete apps. Yeah. Take a break.
Yeah, I can't. I feel like I do need to do that, but I'm on such I think this is the first time in my life that I've put 100% into something.
Yeah, you'll be
I've been posting every single day. Yeah. I put effort into the stuff I'm doing, and it's the first time in about a year that I've seen growth.
Yeah,
you know, I was stuck on 240,000 for
I think because you were posting first traps.
Yeah, and then I realised my looks only got me up to 200 followers.
Then you realised you got married. No. And you don't want to do first traps. No,
because I stopped first traps way before I got married.
Oh. When you met her?
About a year ago. I stopped first traps, trust me, ages ago, because I realised, and it went intentionally, and I'm not talking about it.
They
weren't top off, all that disgusting stuff. It was just trying to utilise lip sync. Do you know what? While I was going through my videos and I was like, what the hell do I used to do? I used to be singing a song and be like, and lean up on the thing, and I was like, oh. And now, when I go back onto my TikTok now, I'm so happy with the content I make, and I'm like, oh, this is so cool. I feel like an actual creator.
You're bringing something to the table
compared to
other
before.
Than just curly hair and a beard.
And there's what was that? There's 50 million people that look exactly like me on the For You page. You scroll.
We're both having 2 different conversations. Yeah. I was like, did you hear that? Have you seen that video of Justin Bieber where he's getting interviewed and she goes, and he goes, what was that?
And he goes, I like your laugh.
You just done that laugh.
I know, leave me alone. I'm trying to brush past it.
And
on the note of being married, something funny has been happening. I've spent 26 years of my life in my own bed, and it's been 2 months now of marriage where I've had to sleep in a bed with someone. Yeah. But it's so funny because I'm adjusting to certain things. So, at night, one thing that I do that I used to love doing, when sometimes you wake up mid-sleep and you just wrap yourself in your cover, you're like, yeah. When I tell you, for the first 3 weeks, I would wake up, in my sleep, I'd just pick up the whole cover and wrap myself into it and go like this, and then all I'd hear is, hey! Because waking up, I've pulled the whole cover mid-sleep and just wrap myself up. And I'm like, oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, that's so cute.
But it's also kind of sad at the same time because for a few seconds I feel that real nice comfort, and then I realize, and then all I hear is hey, and I'm like, oh no, I can't.
Oh, that's so cute. Oh, that's actually so cute, man.
It's so funny.
But here's what you can do to maybe fix that is get like a blanket to have by yourself on your side. Like a fluffy blanket or like...
Yeah. Well, we have a blanket that was gifted to us that because I'm not going to you, I'm like always freezing cold no matter how hot it is. And like my wife's the opposite. She's always very hot. So like you'll come in and see normal duvet and then I'll have an extra blanket on top and I'm wearing a hoodie. I'm like...
I'm pretty sure there is. You know how you had that blanket heater?
Yeah.
And you put it underneath your bed?
Best thing I've ever done.
I'm pretty sure there's one for couples where she can control
Oh, no, we've got that.
You
got
do?
It. Yeah. My side's always on. Always on. I have to sleep with it on.
That's sick.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's quite sick. I can't lie. And then something else happened the other night. This sounds bad, but it was in the morning, so I'm still asleep and she's awake, just like sitting up on her phone or whatever. And I like go to turn around and I just elbow, but it wasn't, luckily it wasn't hard, but it hit her like right on the forehead. But it was like, it wasn't hard enough for her to be like in pain, but she was just so shocked. She said the way I did it looked like I actually went.
Are you like...
She thought I actually like elbowed her.
You say, "Don't shut up! I'm trying to sleep."
Yeah, you're on your phone. Shut up.
Oh, that's like secretly AYOUB did do it on purpose.
Yeah. Now I'm trying to talk about it to make it seem less like I did.
So she watches this and thinks she did it.
Oh, it was definitely an accident.
Oh no, but I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, I feel like you sound like you're a move all over the place.
Yes, I am. I'm either like this. On my back with my hands looking like I'm in a coffin, or I'm like moving it all the time.
Oh, so I always sleep on my right side, right? And I don't know if I've literally, for as long as I've known in life, I sleep on my right side. I don't sleep on my back because that's how you get that sleep paralysis thing.
Sometimes I can only fall asleep if I sleep on my back.
Yeah, that's scary.
I don't understand people that can sleep on their stomach.
I get it.
No, every time I lay down on my stomach, pain. There's just weirdness going on.
Did you know, that we're told to sleep on our right side Islamically, and they done like an actual test that showed that when you sleep on your right side, all of your organs are sitting just in the perfect spot that is like healthy and the best for you to have the best sleep and not like do you not think
Science.
It's crazy?
If you didn't believe before, believe now. Do your shahada. Follow me.
AYOUB, anyway, ignore him. You can't make Islamic jokes, astaghfirullah.
We could have had a revert.
You thought you were about to revert someone.
Yeah.
No. Listen, I was gonna say something.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I sleep on my right side. I have done my whole life. Yeah. Okay. So I don't know if you can tell. You've mentioned this to me before.
Yeah, you do look like a right side sleeper.
So this is why you sometimes say that I speak from this side of my mouth, and I think, and this side of my face is also higher. So this has more control. Do you get it? So that's why I speak from this side, because I feel like this side has less control and this side is higher. My eyebrows are low on this side. So
mine's weird. If you look at my face properly, same kind of thing, but my face swoops to one side, and I was always like, it's because I've slept on it. Or like, I don't know which side it was, but one of the sides sloops in. I'll be honest. Slopes. Yeah, sloops. I'm a bit of a lefty, I can't lie.
That's bad. You should sleep on your right side.
I know, I do. Whenever I think about it, I go, but I naturally always end up on my left.
Yeah. And funny enough, speaking about marriage and beds, I don't know, when you were living at home, because you had a double bed, didn't you? Would you sleep in the middle or on one side? Okay.
What I'll do is I'll put my pillows in the middle, and I'm the type of person that I love, like if I go sleep anywhere, like at someone's house or on holiday or something, I love sleeping against a wall. I love to be against the wall.
Put your foot on the wall when
and
your
it's
feet
like nice and
are
cold
hot.
sometimes. Yeah. And what's it called? But so what I would do is, I'm just weird. I like even when we go eat at a restaurant, if there's a wall side, I want to be right next into the wall. I like the corners.
Opposite.
I like the corners of places.
I feel restricted.
No, I like it. It's like a nice little hug. Like you're good.
It's my
Take care of you. So what I do is I'll put my pillow right in the middle, and then I have two other pillows that like go long ways down,
sideways,
side by side, and I just lay there like this.
Not anymore.
Yeah.
So funny enough, when I was living at home, I had a single bed. So I had a single bed for like the first 23 years of my life. And then I obviously moved to London, moved in with my friend. We both had our own rooms. And then I had a double bed. And I feel like having a double bed, and also now being single and having like a double bed, is really strange. But I only sleep on one side. I can't sleep in the middle, and I can't sleep on the other side
Sleeping
either.
on one side, that's a bit depression.
No, I can't sleep on. I can't. I just sleep on one side.
Just wake up and there's like a perfectly made bed next to you, with some dust on it.
I wish he was here. No, but that is me. I can only sleep on one side, but I don't know why. And I want to enjoy my bed. Like, might as well get a single bed.
That is weird.
I thought it was normal until you said you sleep right in the
Maybe,
middle.
but then is it weird that I sleep right in the middle? No, I think it's weird that
I
you
think
sleep on
it's
one
normal.
side. Like, utilize the bed, G.
Yeah,
Why?
there's like a whole space.
It's going to be slanted in a year's time. That's like going to be brand new, and then that's going to have an indent on your body.
A new mattress. No, but now I've got a cat and she sleeps with me. Yeah, that's cute,
That
innit?
is cute. That is very cute.
But yeah, I think we should answer some of those questions that we didn't answer last time.
Let's do it.
I'm not going to lie, a lot of them are about marriage. Like, everyone just wants to speak about marriage.
I know. I'm like, come on, guys, get over it. Now that I've made it, I'm like, you guys need to relax. Like, I wasn't talking about marriage 24/7.
No,
as well.
that's okay. But you know what it is, right? I was saying this on live today. Let's say this is your life, yeah? You are going to be married. Because someone said, do you feel the pressures of getting married and having kids? And I can't lie, sometimes here and there, I'm like, oh my God, I'm 26. Like, I need to like think about getting married and having kids. This is your life. This is how much of your life, if you make it to like 80 or 90, that you're going to be married, inshallah, and have children and have a family. And then this part of it is the time that you're going to be single. Like, sometimes just enjoy it and know
What is that maths? You just went, this is your life.
I'm trying.
You're going to be married for this much and you're going to be single for what, they get married at the age of 3?
No, you know what I mean, guys. What I'm trying to show you is it's a small percentage. Okay, let's say you live to 100. Let's say we all live to 100. And then let's say we get married at like 25.
Oh, yeah, true. Yeah,
you're just a donut.
No, I'm not donut. I just know what I'm talking about.
25% of your life, basically, is going to be spent single. And then the rest of it is going to be married, having kids, cooking, cleaning, all of that. Like, enjoy this phase. And I say that, but if anyone wants to marry me, then please DM me. I need to have children. No,
I can't lie to you. You know how like I was so set, and you guys will know if you've watched the podcast. I really wanted children at a young age, all this stuff, and I was like, I wanted to get married at young. I wanted to do all this, and I felt this pressure of I want to have kids before I'm 30. Now that I'm married, I don't really want kids at the moment.
yeah,
Like I inshallah I have them because I would love to have kids. That's the goal. But like I'm good for the next 3-4 years.
Whoa, no. AYOUB, that is so dead. I'm sorry. No, because
I'm not as like in a rush. Like by the time I hit 30, I would like to have kids, but I'm not thinking about it right now.
I want to be an auntie.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Please.
Well, I mean, I'm not like no, not gonna have kids. I'm just saying I'm not like in this rush to have kids. I'm like, if they come, they come.
I was like hoping that soon.
Because I realize I still feel young. I know I'm 27, but I still feel young. I want to like travel with my wife and do loads of fun stuff.
You don't feel like being a dad right now. Yeah, what? May Allah give you children.
But do you know what? Allah is...
Okay, yeah, I was like,
sorry.
No, say sorry to yourself.
Yeah, no, you're mid-die. I'm like, yeah, but you know what?
I was going to make that you have kids now. No, may Allah give you children when it is the best for you and your family and your wife and yeah.
Amen. What I was going to say is I'm not actively going out my way to not have kids until then and all that kind of stuff. But I am saying it's Allah's plan. Whatever He has planned is best. So whatever happens. But I'm not in a rush to have kids. I'm happy chilling.
Yeah, I think that I've noticed our generation now. I have noticed more and more women, especially saying that they don't want kids. There's women like I've known women. I've got friends that say I don't want to get married. Like, why do I want to get married? I don't want kids. Why would I want kids? Why would I want to bring them into this horrible
that's a bit scary,
world?
though.
Yeah, but I'm saying it's as we get older, I've noticed it, and
is that
sometimes
a sign of the last days? I feel like there might be.
I don't know.
It feels like a type of thing, like people not wanting to raise families and stuff like that.
Yeah, and I'm not gonna lie.
Because I do want to do that. I just don't want it right now.
Yeah. As I get older, I can't lie, sometimes I will have that mindset like, okay, look, is it that deep? Like, if I die right now, I'm not going to sit there and be like, oh no, I didn't have kids or I didn't get married.
You're going to be focused on what's going to happen to you.
Yeah, it's like, I'm like, is it that deep? But then part of me is like yearning to be a mother. Like, I feel like I can't wait to be a mother, inshallah.
You're really good at stuff like that. I can't lie to you.
Yeah, like,
I can see you being a really good mum. I can't lie.
Inshallah.
Because you have that maternal instinct. Like, even when I see you with like our little cousins and stuff like that, other than you making them fight, you do care about them.
That was like
and you're actually really good
ago.
with babies. Like, I feel like you're really good with babies.
And yeah, I feel like that was what I was doing. That was my job before. I was a childminder. I remember when I was younger, I'd done a whole like course on like
you did, and you brought
babies.
You brought a whole baby back, like a fake one
that you have to look after.
Oh my god, that thing was so annoying.
Oh my god, did we tell them the story?
24/7 crying.
Did we tell them the story of when I went to the party?
And you gave it to me to look after.
Oh, have we told them?
I don't know if we did. Let's do it though.
Well, listen, guys. So basically, I done like a whole course where you keep a baby for a week. I don't know if you guys have seen it, but it was on Love Island.
A fake baby, not.
It's not a real baby. Yeah,
we keep a baby for a week.
It was the same babies that you get on Love Island. So I don't know if you saw when they had to look after the kids. The baby cries, and you either have to feed it or change its nappy or like burp it.
And you have to like keep this like bracelet on that has like a tag on it.
Wait, I was getting to that.
Oh, sorry.
So if you move the baby's head too much, then it basically senses everything. So you have to look after it like it's a real baby. And me and my friends all had it for like a week, right? And they basically check your progress at the end of the week to see how you done. And then you like pass and you learn stuff on the course, and then you get like a certificate, like I fully passed.
That's
wait, let me explain to you anyway. So you can't just look after the baby and give it to someone else, right? So I had a bracelet on my hand that they give you for the week. So it shows that you're the one looking after it. So when you want to give it a bottle, you have to scan the bracelet and then feed it. But
it's guys, bear in mind, it's one of those bracelets that are like locked. That
you can't take it off.
You can't take it off unless you like break the whole thing.
Yeah, and then obviously they would know and you'd fail. And yeah, so it would cry like a full-on baby. When I say it'd have to be fed every 2 hours, and it'd do this, and the cries would get louder. You'd have to feed it, change its nappy. And then one time my friend was having a party. When I say party, guys, it wasn't like nighttime party. Like we were like 15. My friend was just having like a little gathering at her house. I think because it was summer, and yeah. And then I really wanted to go. It was my best friend. I like begged my mum to let me go. I was like, no, it's just like a little gathering. It wasn't a little gathering.
That was your first experience of like having a child not be able to leave the house, but you have kids to look after.
And my mum actually let me go because it was my best friend and she lived 5 minutes away. And then I begged AYOUB. I was like, AYOUB, please look after the baby for me.
Yeah.
And then he was like, I can't, like you've got your bracelet on you. Like, and then I don't know how, but I find a way.
To unlock it.
I found a way. I think what I'd done was this, which is quite bad. I think I got another strap from them when I was there, and then I took it off, gave it to you, and then I put it back on afterwards with the extra strap.
Yeah, you did. That is what you did. I remember.
How did I remember that?
Because you gave me like the ripped, broken one, and I just had the tag.
Yeah.
And then when you came back, you put a fresh one on.
Yeah, that's what happened. Wow, that's bad.
You're quite maniacal.
Manipulative.
Yeah.
And then you looked after the baby.
That was a headache, bro. You can't do nothing every 2 seconds.
Yeah.
You're scanning it, it's not scanning properly. You want to give it milk, and just does like the fake noise that we'd do. It was so annoying. But that's so funny. It's like such a memory unlocked. You know, in the car on the way here, I was thinking, me and Nisha have so many funny stories. Like, why can't I think of anything? And then you just unlocked a whole memory that I forgot about.
That's so funny. Imagine just AYOUB. Imagine me giving AYOUB this baby toy and him just there while I'm out partying.
Nisha's at a party and I'm there looking after this little baby. Oh my God, that's so funny. We're like little kids.
Oh, that's jokes. No, we were about 15 or 14. No, we weren't 15.
Like
it was
younger.
way younger than that. Probably like 13, 14. I thought it was
way
younger than that.
I was
14.
only 12 at that nightclub.
Listen to this, yeah. So there was a a social media influencer, and I don't actually watch her. I never heard of her until I saw this come up. But she basically, I think it's her podcast, or she may have been going on a podcast. And she basically, I think she thought it was going to be funny to be like, to tell the story. But she told a story about how when she was younger, she killed her cat. But so here's the thing.
She was like, this be jokes, let me tell them.
So here's my opinion, right? She said it was an accident. She said she must have been like, I think she chucked it off. I forgot how the cat actually passed away, but it might have fell and she didn't realize the concept of a real cat. I think she might have been like 5. I could be making this up, but she said it was like 20 or 25 years ago. And she said that the cat passed away.
Instead of saying I could be wrong, you were like, I could be making this up.
No, I watched it a few days ago, so I don't know if I have the details exactly right, but you can check it yourself.
This never actually happened.
No, this definitely happened. But then, what was that noise?
I think it might be the wind.
Oh yeah, it's very windy. I just realised.
Yeah,
the bin's outside.
No, but I mean, like, something's going on. We keep thinking someone's coming into the door, but I think it's just the wind.
Oh.
Did you guys hear that? I don't know.
And so she basically went on a podcast and she's getting a lot of backlash, and a lot of the brands that she's working with have dropped her because on the podcast she was like, so when I was younger, I basically killed a cat accidentally. She said accidentally. She said she didn't mean to. And then she said she'd done it to her friend's cat as well. So she said that
That's 2 in the row, G. You're a serial killer. That's not accidental.
No. So here's the thing, right? In the episode, she's like,
what's she laughing about?
So she was like, I didn't mean to. So when I first heard of it, I thought, oh, she's going on there laughing like, oh, I done this to a cat. But she's not. She said I accidentally done it, like it was an honest mistake. But she's kind of like finding it funny. And I think the issue that people had, and I think the issue that I had was like, you'd kind of be traumatized by that. Like, guys, I'm not going to lie. You either wouldn't bring it up, people were saying like, that's something I'm taking to the grave. Or if you do want to bring it up, which is okay, it's okay to share stories if you're remorseful for them and you're like, guys, I'm not gonna lie, like I accidentally done that when I was a child and it kind of traumatized me and I felt bad, and like this is why you should be careful with your kids and animals. Like, that's okay. But I think it's because she said it kind of like in a, oh, everyone's gonna find this so funny way.
That's messed up. That is very messed up. I remember there was this kid at school, and he had a hamster and they used to like throw it at the wall. That's bad. Messed up. And then apparently he put it in the microwave and it popped.
Don't say that. Yeah. Not gonna lie, that's bad. And we've got cousins that used to like.
Not like that.
Not her.
When I heard that story, even as a kid, I was like, what? They were all like sitting there laughing about it, and I was like, that's really messed up.
You know, that's like what serial killers.
That's how it starts. Yeah.
That's how it starts. Like
he ended up in prison for stabbing someone as well, so it probably makes sense.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn.
It does now make sense.
Okay.
That he ended up being a criminal and in prison.
There's actually a connection with like kids that this is why you should be very careful, and especially if you have children, watch out for their behaviors, because if they're like trapping cats' tails indoors or they're hurting animals, it's like.
Sorry guys, there's a lot of like this wind blowing noises. Sorry if you can hear it, but just carry on, inshallah.
It's like a bit of an indication that maybe you should like take them to like explain to them it's wrong. If they still carry on and persist, then take them to like get help, because I think a lot of serial killers, when they done a study, showed that they would harm animals. Yeah,
I think it's kind of scary to think even as a kid, because even as kids, like, okay, yeah, we're careless and stuff like that, but I would be so scared to see something like that happen to a hamster. Do you know what I mean? Like seeing something like that.
Anything in pain, like why would you want to?
But you have to actually have something going on
to enjoy that.
Yeah, or maybe you don't understand certain social skills, or there has to be something going on.
Yeah. Like I watched Jeffrey Dahmer. He used to I think that's how he started off as well, like with roadkill, like being intrigued with the dead animals and stuff like that, and just like dissecting them, and that's how he started before, obviously when he was younger. Yeah, I started watching I can't remember what it's called. Is it Mindhunters or something like that? Where they, I can't remember the exact show. It's on Netflix, where they basically interview serial killers. It's like before serial killers became a term. They went and interviewed all these people that killed people in horrific ways, and they started to learn that like like the theories of like things they go through in their mind, the psychology of them, and all that kind of stuff. It's just so interesting to watch and kind of scary. What is it called?
Mindhunt. I can't remember exactly.
I think you'd really enjoy it.
You'd really enjoy it. It's a Netflix show, so it's not like a documentary. It's a show, but they're basically putting a lot of science into it and showing like people discovering the fact that they're not just like someone who's in love. There's something that happened to them when they were younger that traumatized them, that pushed them to drive to do these type of things. Yeah. And they interview, so they don't actually show too much gory stuff.
But they interview them.
But you feel like you're seeing it because they sit and talk in graphic details, and they have this like, it's quite crazy. It's quite sick show.
Sometimes I watch documentaries and stuff like that, or short clips on TikTok with like interviews with people who have killed someone, or serial killers, and seeing people's reactions in courts, and like a lot of the time they like feel no remorse.
That's scary.
And there's someone that I was looking into, my most recent one was Chris Watts. I don't know if you've heard of him.
No.
And trigger warning, I feel like we're going a bit into detail.
Yeah, just be a bit careful.
I got a hair in my mouth. So Chris Watts, he basically unalived his wife and his 2 children.
Yeah, and they literally, isn't there a video of him being interviewed as he walked out of the house?
Yeah, and that was what was sad and scary, is when they were missing, they came to him and they done an interview. He was like, "Oh, I just want my kids back. I want my wife back." Like, and he was saying how he was describing his 2 daughters' personalities, and he was like, "Yeah, she was like the one that was like me, and she was this and she was that." And then I think he messed up because he said, and he was like giggling and stuff. He was like laughing in his interview, and he messed up because he was like, "Oh," and he said one of his daughter's names, and he said was just about to start kindergarten. So he spoke about her as if she was already dead, but she was just missing, and it was like 2 days of her missing. So what happened is...
Oh my God.
Yeah, and that's happened a few times in interviews.
Like the fact that they even looked into that little... What do you mean was?
Yeah, no, that's happened a few times in interviews.
Is crazy.
Have you not seen the interview of the guy...
That's so scary.
The guy that killed his neighbor, and they were all searching for her, and I don't know why you'd get on a camera, like if you
a lot of people do this though. They feel like it's like if you know you've done something wrong, just put yourself forward so that they think, oh, he's too close, he would never be him.
Yeah. So they're interviewing him, and you see the exact moment that, so he thinks that they're never going to find her body, and they're interviewing, and he was like, so she's like, about the body that they found. So he's speaking about her, she was this, she was that, hope she just comes home. And she's like, so what do you think about the body, the human remains that they found in the parking lot, dumpsters, And he's like, what? And you see the exact moment, you need to watch it. So you see his face like drop, and he's like this, and he kind of like steps back, and it was the exact moment that he learned that they had found and recovered the body.
Yeah, how do you imagine? I'm just start interviewing people and faking it. So you see that they found out where she's buried, and just seeing the people react to it.
Yeah,
just fake it.
That's a good idea, actually. I'm not gonna lie, but what I was gonna say is Chris Watts, what he done, which is a very, very sad story, is he had started having an affair with a woman, and he basically, and his wife is pregnant as well, which was really sad. He was having an affair with her, and I don't know why you don't just leave, like, just leave.
He didn't want to do child support or anything like that. He'd rather just kill them all off.
Yeah, like, just literally get divorced.
I don't get how people do this stuff.
He basically, what he done, which is so sad, is he said that he tried to smother his children in the house, right? He tried to use a pillow, and then he thought maybe they passed out, and he thought that they were then deceased. That's when he went for his wife, and he done whatever to her. And then apparently his daughters woke up and were like, Daddy, what are you doing to mummy? And he had wrapped her up, put her in a car, and he said he couldn't bring himself to do it again to them there and there. So he brought them in the car. Their mum was like on the floor in the boot, and then that's when I think he done it to them and smothered them. And then what he done is he drove them like an hour away to where he worked, which is like an oil place, like in sort of like desert-y vibes. He buried her, and then he put their two bodies in a oil, like a big oil tank, and he just left their bodies there.
Their own children.
Yeah, and it was also he could be with his mistress, basically. And
I'm sorry, I don't understand how people can be that in love with someone. Like, no one on this earth ever, not even, like, especially my own children, you could never make me want to do something to my children.
Yeah.
I don't understand. Like, obviously, he's not all there in the brain, but still, like, I don't get how that's possible. Wallah.
Yeah.
Like, for this woman that you've probably been with not even that long, and now you want to run away. Just what?
I'm not gonna lie. I genuinely believe that people who are able to unalive anyone, your brain is not wired properly. Like, there's something wrong with you if the thought of it. And I'm not gonna lie to you, even people who are able to, like, stab someone.
I was about to say that. Like, people in London all the time, all these gang stuff, people stabbing people, I think it's so psychotic. Like, how could you bring yourself to do that? I don't understand.
Into, like, obviously it's different if it's life or death.
Yeah,
like, if you're protecting yourself and it's life or death.
I understand. A lot of them are in situations where they have to carry because everyone else is carrying now. And like, what are you going to do? But a lot of them, you just see them like, oh, I've seen footage of people messing people up, and I think to myself, especially when they could have just had a fist fight.
Yeah.
Like, the situation, literally, I've seen it. You could have just had a fight, and like, whoever wins is the better man. You get on with it.
Yeah.
But you're so scared to fight that you'd rather kill someone.
I know, it just blows my mind. But yeah, it's a very sad situation, and I feel like true crime is something that I'm really interested in. And I feel like if you guys were interested,
Do you feel like it gives you an outlet to, like, you feel like you're living vicariously through them? No, I'm joking. That was just a joke.
And guys, this is the last episode we're going to have because AYOUB's going to be found in my boot. No, I find everything interesting. I like to learn about so much different things, but I think we should do a segment where, whether it's once a month, where we do like a true crime story.
Yeah, that'd be sick.
And we go into detail and we speak about it. But I don't know if you guys would be interested in that. Like, some people just hate true crime. Like Joelia, for example, I'll watch a true crime documentary and she hates it. She's like, oh, can we change it because she doesn't like them?
Yeah.
But let us know in the comment section down below if we get like.
We've had a lot of people comment that before.
Really?
True crime. They've always like said we should add that section in.
Okay, if you want us to do it, comment true crime down below. I want to see.
We'd have to like research it properly and like. Talk
I'm
things.
saying we make it a full-on segment. Like, come with the evidence. We can also like, I don't know if we can share screen on. You know, when you share screen, we can have the laptop go through it and share the screen so they can see what we're seeing.
Yeah.
But I feel like that would be fun, interesting.
Yeah, definitely.
I feel like that would be fun. We're speaking about the most gory stuff.
Yeah. Do you know the best way to get rid of a body?
I heard this. Apparently, like, get rid of the teeth.
Yeah.
Because then they can't be found.
Mm-hmm. So I heard. Are we allowed to talk about this type of stuff? I'm guessing, right?
I was going to say maybe not.
Oh.
This is just a thing that was going around on TikTok. So
yeah,
it's
no,
not like
I've heard different things. So I've heard, like some people when they go to bury, like imagine we like giving someone an idea.
Yeah, don't, because don't. Imagine you now.
Just tag me.
Imagine the only reason someone wasn't going to kill someone.
They didn't know how to hide the body.
Yeah, and they didn't want to get caught.
And then we give them an idea.
Yeah, let's not do that. Let's do the shout out of the week.
We didn't even answer any of those questions that we were going to do on Instagram.
Oh, wait, why?
We didn't do any of them.
We didn't do any.
You're like, let's do it, and then we just started speaking about something else.
Okay, next episode.
Every episode. Yeah, shout out of the week. Let's go.
I think it's because we go into things so much. Like, we go so deeply into certain things. Oh, okay. So, the shout out of the week goes to Alicia. She said, hey guys, just want to say a huge thank you to the both of you for helping me stop listening to music this Ramadan. I managed to listen to every podcast episode on Spotify. I'll be honest, my anxiety has been so bad recently. May Allah grant you shifa. Ameen. Recently, but as soon as I hear both of your voices and the intro, it would ease my overthinking and gave me so much comfort. May Allah reward you both endlessly.
Amen. That's so sweet.
I know these episodes will get me through A-levels, inshallah.
Oh, that's so sweet. Thank you so much for supporting us.
As soon as she hears the intro, it eases her anxiety.
Wallah, that's so sweet. Thank you so much.
I'm going to cry.
Oh, we appreciate you so much, Wallah.
That was very, very beautiful. And thank you for letting us know that. May Allah reward you and help you and grant you shifa of your anxiety and give you the best results for your A-levels and make it easy for you. And the same for every single one of you guys. Thank you for these messages. I'm not joking. I had like
you look about to cry.
Yeah, my eyes were like tearing up. That was so beautiful.
I was saying this on the live yesterday. Like, I kind of grew up as a kid that was never like the person people wanted. Like, oh, let me pick him to be my friend, or we're playing football, we're doing this. I was always last in my friendship group. This is in school times, by the way, secondary school, not college. And that's when it changed. But I grew up like, oh, why are you tagging on? Oh, leave us alone. Oh, do you know what I mean? It was always like that.
Yeah, like the little brown boy.
Yeah, that like they used to call me terrorist and stuff like that. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's so weird to like come to this age and be in a position where like people follow what I do and people are kind of inspired by some of the stuff I do, and like they want to, you inspire me to get creative and do these things.
Or they watch a podcast.
Or they watch the podcast and they want to listen and hear. And it fills a hole in my heart that like I never had when I was younger. So thank you guys. I appreciate it a lot.
That is so cute. We love you guys, and so sad that Ramadan's over, but may Allah allow every single one of us watching this and all of the Sadly Relatable family and your loved ones and us to reach the next Ramadan, inshallah. And may our year up until the next Ramadan be full of success and barakah and allow us to get closer to God and happiness and success.
And allow Allah to actually accept our Ramadan, to grant us and give us His mercy and all the reward possible that we're able to even gain during Ramadan. Allow Him to have given that to us. Ameen.
And give us good mental health and physical health and protect us all from evil eye and black magic and
save us from the punishment in the grave and
give us barakah in everything we do.
Yeah.
And meet in Jannah.
Yeah.
And
10 million in my bank account.
Amen. Okay, well, yeah.
Yeah. Thank you guys for tuning in. Nishan, where can I find you?
You can find me crying on my pillow from happiness. You can find me at It's Nisrin on Instagram and TikTok.
You can find me at Kayla Kasha on all social media platforms. Don't forget to follow Sadly Relatable Podcast on Instagram and TikTok. Guys, we appreciate you lot so much. We love you guys so much. Don't forget to check out our other pages as well. Where we all make content. Nishan's doing some amazing stuff over at TikTok. So am I. And on my YouTube channel, the vlogs are coming back because Ramadan is actually over and we're getting back on it. I love you lot so much. Thank you for tuning in and we'll see you lot next week.
Please donate to our charity. The link is in the bio.
Link below. We'll see you lot next week. Peace.
Bye.